Hi guys, welcome back to my home. It's been a little bit, hasn't it? Well, if you noticed, I did a little name change. The channel's now going to be called Things Above. It was formerly known as Simple Christian Living. There's a reason I decided to change that. When I started YouTube, I was right in the midst of child rearing. It was a long time ago. I don't know, 7 years ago or so. I just felt like that channel name was something that was from before. I mean, it still would fit. Everything about me is still pretty much the same. I'm still trying to live a simple Christian life and do what God calls me to do. But I decided to just have a fresh start, and because I've been gone a few years, come back and just with a new name, a new design. I'm working on, my YouTube channel, trying to make it look a little different, feel a little different. I'm going to call it Things Above. Of course, for me, that's still, in the Christian realm because of the scripture in Colossians. Focus not on things of the earth, but on things above. I felt like that was fitting. I'm at a different point in my life right now. All four of my children are grown and out of the house. They have been for a few years now. Probably why I didn't do a lot of vlogging, over the past couple years, because there was a lot of change, a lot of change. And, my adult children did not want to be on any of my videos. My husband rarely wants to be on them. So it's just a hard time to find time to film. And I'm not saying I will definitely never be vlogging every day. There's just no way in my real life that I could do that. But again, I mean, it feels great to be back. It's going to be fun to get to know YouTube again. I'd like to expand the channel a little bit, maybe. And who knows, we'll just see. I've been thinking about integrating some more of my normal lifestyle things in, like maybe some scripture reading, looking into YouTube shorts. Those are fun, learning about those. But they're funny, they're hard to do. They take time. Everything takes time on YouTube. But for today, I'm just getting right back in with some old familiar. I'm gonna make a pot of soup today. I have a ham bone. Easter's coming up. This ham bone is pretty much from last Easter. Just got buried in the back of the freezer. That kind of stuff happens. I'm just gonna make a simple soup today. Without going into too much detail, after COVID, hopefully we're still not getting tagged for saying the word COVID. I did get COVID toward the end of COVID. After that, I had COVID. I experienced some long COVID symptoms. I developed a lot of GI issues, developed GERD and gastritis. I still struggle with that to this day. It's managed. I do a little bit of medication for that as needed. Got to watch what I eat. So, all this week I've been dealing a little bit with some gastritis, and all gastritis is when your stomach kind of hurts. There's a physical pain. It's not the GERD issues where the acid's coming up and burning your throat and that issue, but because you're having acid issues, the actual ball of your stomach is just irritated by the acid and things hurt. And for me, I have gone to a doctor and talked to him about all these kind of things. So, I mean, for me, when I'm experiencing a bout of gastritis, things can bring it on: stress, lifestyle choices, eating poorly, all these things can cause some of these issues. But for me, when I'm experiencing these issues, the best thing to do is when I have the gastritis is to eat simple foods, maybe eat a bland food diet, although this isn't a bland food diet. But another thing that works for me is to choose well-cooked, non-spicy foods. Like if I'm going to have vegetables or things of that nature, it has to be soft, because when you have gastritis and you're eating raw foods or foods that are hard to digest, they just stay in your stomach for a long time, bang around in a stomach that's already sore, and it hurts. So I'm going to make a soup. It's going to be well cooked, all the veggies. I'm going to probably use the ham bone, put a little bean, put some carrot and celery. Just make sure everything's well cooked and soft. I might put some rice too. So I'll just show you how I make that, and yay, welcome back to YouTube. Here's the intended ingredients for my soup. I have just a can of some great northern beans. I'm going to add that whole can. I'm going to start out by, I think, just putting the ham bone with what's left of the ham in there in the pot with some water, and let that boil down a little bit, pull the ham off. I'm going to add some carrots and celery. Those are all pre-diced. And I think I may throw a handful of rice in there just to have some starch. Rice is really easy to digest for me. Some other little things that changed since I've been gone: we painted in the kitchen a little bit. This wall that you're seeing used to be a pumpkin kind of color. We changed it to mint green. That was already a few years ago, and sadly it already needs repainted again because we picked flat paint. Don't ever use flat paint in your kitchen. It just, here, let me show you. There's grease spots here, 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 here. They just don't come off. I've scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed, and it's because of the paint choice. Don't do flat. Get an eggshell or a high shine so you can wipe it off. Other new things, have a new little kitty. Her name is Bernie. I've made a short or two with her. She is a rescue from outside. She was a feral cat that my neighbor was feeding, and I asked my neighbor if we could go ahead and catch her and get her spayed because he didn't want a bunch of kittens. And she allowed me to do that. And then during the time that she was recouping, I had her upstairs in the bedroom, and I just discovered she was a super sweet little cat, and I desired to keep her. I walked over and asked my neighbor if she minded. I didn't know if she was really her cat or just a feral, and she was her cat, but she ultimately decided that, you know, if we wanted to have her, that we could. They had tried to bring her in, and apparently her other cat didn't get along with her, but you know, now she's living with mine. I have a total of 5 cats. I have Bernie, my 2 others, which it took Bernie a while to get used to them. And then I'm currently housing my son's 2 kitties upstairs because he can't have them where he's living right now. So total, we have 5. That's a lot. You'll probably see some cat shorts because, hey, they're fun. Other things I got planned, you know, I don't care if you watch shorts or not, you know, it's just something I would do for a creative thing. It's just fun. As far as the channel, you know, recipes, always my jam. Not a lot of life vlogging. I'm not going to do cleaning because honestly, if you look around me, nothing in my house has changed, okay? There's this wonderful magic thing that happens as you're trying to live a minimalist life, and perhaps you have a large family like I did. We've gone from 6 in my house to 2. Okay, life's become really easy. I don't need to do cleaning vlogs. The cleaning has become exponentially easier. It's not laundry every day. It's not daily scrubbing chores, all these kind of things that I had to do when I had kids, because you know, kids are messy. Life is messy when there's lots of people in the house. There's not a lot of people in the house. My largest mess right now is cat hair, and quite frankly, we've purchased 2 robotic vacuums that have just been a wonderful blessing to me. I run them every morning. They pick up all the cat hair. They're not as good as getting out your big vacuum cleaner and doing it all on your own, but for daily help, they really do help. I mean, I would advocate for anyone to get one. I didn't purchase any of mine new. You know, we got one refurbished, and then I found one. I bought it off my neighbor at a yard sale for like 25 bucks. Well, wait, no, it was 50, I think. But anyway, good deal, you know, good deal. And all I had to do was clean it up and away they go. You know, it's a wonderful thing. If you don't have one, look into one. They'll bless you immensely. So anyway, I won't be showing cleaning, things like that. Possibly still some frugal tips and things like that. I wanted to do a series because even though I haven't been on YouTube as a creator for a few years, I've been on YouTube as a subscriber and watching people. There's a lot of weirdness out there on YouTube, and I was going to possibly do a series with some short videos about, as a Christian, how to protect yourself on YouTube. There's a lot of predators. I mean, it goes for us as creators too, but even just if you're just floating around viewing videos, you need to be careful, okay? There's a lot of people. I did one short already about kind of fake influencers who are really just in it to influence you and sell you things. You know, there's a lot of weirdness with YouTube channels. I understand it's a business, but you need to be aware of what you're watching, who you're watching, and what they're selling to you. So that kind of goes along. I'm still into minimalism and still into, not that consumerism is bad. I mean, we need consumerism for our economy, but overconsumption, too much, excess, I'm still not about that. I don't see that anywhere in the Word or the Bible. And I thought I might do a series also about that, you know, minimalism in the Bible, things that God talks about, how we're supposed to live, what we're supposed to do with our possessions. There's just some really important things there. All right, well, when my soup gets done, I might do an end shot and closing and say goodbye. But if I mess up and I say, hey, welcome to Simple Christian Living, I'm going to try to get used to saying, hey, welcome to Things Above. This is Jen. So, you know, I'm not going to be doing intros and outros per se. You know, we all watch Netflix and slag watch things, and we all, you know, click the skip intro. So I'm not going to do intros on my channel or outros anymore. It'll just be what it is. All right, well, love you guys, and see you in a little quick second here. Bye-bye. Here's the soup. Turned out really good. I did decide to add rice instead of the dumplings. Didn't need any seasoning like I thought. The ham was plenty flavorful enough. I'm just going to serve it with some crackers and have some water with it. That'll be a nice, simple, easy lunch for me to eat. Going to take some time, possibly read out of this version of the Bible, the Message. I've never read this version before. I've always wanted to. My preferred version is usually King James. I like NIV too. I mean, honestly, I'm not a stickler for which version you read as long as you understand, word for word, thought for thought, things of that nature. The Message I've just always wanted to read. I think it's more of a storybook form. I got this free at my local Christian thrift store. They give away any Bible format free to anybody who wants them. They just keep them in the front. I saw this. I thought I'd borrow it for a while. And I say borrow it because honestly, I don't know if I'll keep it. I'm not into keeping every single thing that I get, but I will read through it, see if I like it. I'm hoping to enjoy that. And it should be fun. So anyway, let me swear. Oh, that's terrible lighting. Let me turn around. There we go. Get some light. Anyway, it was great to see everybody today, and I look forward to getting back into YouTubing. No expectations, please, on how often I upload, because I don't even know. I don't even have all my gear yet. I'm moving from a camera. Used to have a handheld camera to my phone now. I think I may have done a few videos on an older phone, but I have this phone. Don't even know where my tripods and stuff are. Got to find all that stuff. Just kind of on the spur, jumping back in. Everyone have a great week, and I'm not sure how to end this anymore. I guess I'll just think of something to say. How about peace? How about may God's peace be with you today? All right, enjoy. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Hey, if you'd like to, well, not read the message, listen to the message, I've actually found it all on audio on YouTube. I'll link that in the description box. All right, be blessed. Have a great day. Bye-bye.